Semantic segmentation has a wide range of potential real-world applications. By leveraging the power of deep learning, it is possible to achieve the state-of-the-art results on a variety of semantic segmentation applications and to unlock the full potential of computer vision for solving real-world problems. Semantic segmentation can be used in autonomous vehicles to help the vehicle understand and interpret its environment. Autonomous vehicles use a combination of sensors such as cameras, lidar, and radar to gather information about the world around them. By applying semantic segmentation to the data collected by these sensors, the autonomous vehicle can understand the layout of the environment, identify different objects within it, and make more informed decisions about how to navigate. The vehicle uses semantic segmentation to identify and locate objects such as other vehicles, pedestrians, bicycles, and traffic signs in the scene. This information is then used to plan a safe and efficient path for the vehicle to follow. Semantic segmentation can be used to identify the location of the lane markings on the road, allowing the vehicles to stay within the lanes and maintain a safe distance from other vehicles. Semantic segmentation can also help autonomous vehicles with understanding traffic signals as well as providing obstacle avoidance by detecting objects such as construction cones, pedestrians, or any obstacle on the road. Semantic segmentation can be used in medical imaging to help physicians and radiologists understand and analyze medical images. By applying semantic segmentation to medical images, such as CT scans, MRI scans, and ultrasound images, the system can automatically segment and label specific structures or region within the image. This can be useful for disease diagnosis, treatment, planning, and image-guided surgery. Another application of the semantic segmentation in medical imaging is tumor segmentation, which can be used to identify and isolate the region of a tumor within an image. This can be used to measure the size of the tumor and monitor changes in its shape and size over time, which can be important for treatment planning and effectiveness of the therapy. Semantic segmentation can be used in neuroimaging to segment and label different regions of the brain. This information can be used to study brain development, degeneration, and injury, as well as to identify abnormalities such as tumors and strokes. Semantic segmentation can also be used to segment organs such as liver, pancreas, and kidneys in order to detect and diagnose diseases. For instance, it can be used to identify regions of healthy tissues and regions of tissues affected by cancer, and also used to monitor the progression of the diseases. Semantic segmentation can be used in food nutrient intake analysis to help with the monitoring and tracking of an individual diet and nutrition. By applying semantic segmentation to images of food, such as photos of meals taken by the individual, the system can automatically segment and classify different types of food. This can be used to automatically identify and quantify the nutrient content of the foods consumed and also to monitor food intake over time. One example of the application of semantic segmentation in food nutrient intake analysis is meal tracking and lodging apps. The user can take a photo of their meal, and the app would use semantic segmentation to identify and classify the different foods in the meal. This information can then be used to provide an estimate of the nutrient content of the meal, such as protein, carbohydrates, and fats, and also to track the individual food intake over time and make recommendations for a balanced diet. Semantic segmentation can also be used in the hospital settings, where it can be used to monitor the food intake of patients, particularly for those that require special diet and need to avoid certain food groups or have specific needs. Semantic segmentation can be used in satellite image analysis to extract useful information from large-scale, high-resolution images. By applying the semantic segmentation to satellite images, the system can automatically segment and classify different features in the image, such as buildings, roads, water bodies, and vegetation. This can be useful for urban planning, natural resources management, and monitoring of environmental changes. One example of the application of semantic segmentation in satellite image analysis is land use and land cover classification. The system can be trained to identify and classify different types of land use, such as urban, agriculture, and natural areas. This information can be used for urban planning and natural resources management. to understand how land is being used and identify areas that may be suitable for development or conservation. Another example is environmental monitoring, where semantic segmentation can be used to identify and track changes in land covers, such as growth or loss of the vegetation, and also in natural disasters like floods, fires, and landslides. Semantic segmentation can also be used for infrastructure monitoring, such as identify and monitoring changes in roads, buildings, bridges, and other structures over time. This can be useful for transportation planning and maintenance, as well as monitoring the growth of the cities. So overall, semantic segmentation can provide valuable information for satellite image analysis. Semantic segmentation can be used in image search engines to help users find and retrieve specific images from a large collection of images. By applying semantic segmentation to images, the system can automatically segment and classify different regions or objects within the image. This information can then be used to improve image search capabilities by allowing users to search for image based on the objects or regions present within them. One example of application of semantic segmentation in image search engines is object-based image retrieval. The system can be trained to identify and classify different objects within an image, such as cars, buildings, and people. User can then search for images based on the presence of specific objects, such as images of red cars or images of tall buildings. Another example is scene-based image retrieval, where semantic segmentation can be used to identify and classify different regions within an image, such as sky, water, and vegetation. Users can then search for image based on the presence of specific regions, such as images of beach or images of forest. Semantic segmentation can also be used to improve image-based advertising, where the system can automatically classify and understand the context of an image, making it possible to target specific audience, which can increase the effectiveness of advertising. Semantic segmentation can be used in autonomous drones to help the drone understand and interpret its environment. By applying semantic segmentation to the data collected by cameras and other sensors, the drone can identify and classify different objects and regions within the environment. This information can be used to guide the drone's navigation and control its movements in a safe and efficient manner. The drone uses semantic segmentation to identify and locate objects such as buildings, trees, power lines, and other obstacles in the scene, and then plan a safe path to navigate around them. Another application is infrastructure inspection, where semantic segmentation can be used to identify and locate specific regions of interest, such as cracks or corrosions on bridges, buildings, and other structures. This information can be used to create detailed inspection reports and also for maintenance and repair planning. Semantic segmentation can also be used for search and rescue operations, where drones can be used to identify and locate missing people or objects based on their features or context. Semantic segmentation can be used in robot navigation to help the robot understand and interpret its environment. By applying the semantic segmentation to the data collected by the sensors, the robot can segment and classify different regions and objects within its environment, which can be used to guide the robot's movement in a safe and efficient manner. The robot uses semantic segmentation to identify and locate objects such as furniture, people, and other obstacles in the environment, and then plan a safe path to navigate around them. Robot can use the semantic segmentation to identify and classify different regions within environments such as walls, floors, and doors. This information can be used to create a map of environment and also for the robot to localize itself within the environment. Semantic segmentation can be used in human-machine interaction to help machines understand and interpret the human environment and actions. By applying the semantic segmentation to the data collected by the cameras and the sensors, machines can segment and classify different regions and objects within the human environment and actions, which can be used to improve the interaction between human and machines. One example of the application of semantic segmentation in a human-machine interaction is in the field of human-computer interaction, or HCI, where it can be used to interpret and understand human gestures, facial expressions, and body language, allowing the machine to respond accordingly. Semantic segmentation is a key technology used in augmented reality systems to understand and interpret the real-world environment. By applying the semantic segmentation to the data collected by the cameras and the sensors, which can be used to overlay virtual objects in a way that feels natural and realistic. Augmented reality systems use semantic segmentation to identify and locate objects such as tables, floors, and walls, and use this information to anchor virtual objects to those surfaces. Semantic segmentation in augmented reality can be used to identify and classify different regions of an environment, such as staircases, walkways, and ramps. This information can be used to provide a visual map of the environment. Semantic segmentation can also be used in augmented reality entertainment applications, where it can be used to identify and classify objects within a scene, allowing the system to overlay virtual characters and objects within the environment. Overall, semantic segmentation is a key technology that allows augmented reality system to understand and interpret the real-world environment and use that information to more effectively place and anchor virtual objects and provide more immersive experience. So that's all about the semantic segmentation real-world applications. See you in the next lecture.